Okay, really quickly, I'm going to go over my market review for May 16th, 2005. Now, I'm actually doing this on the following day, so this is going to be a little bit more cumbersome. So 10:30, 10:15, I came to the chart. This was the major supply, and this was the major demand. Very soon, a new major supply zone was formed. Um, and if we switch to the 1 minute chart, we see where the zone candle hit, reversal candle, confirmation candle, and entry candle. So if my entry is here, as a matter of fact, let's use an arrow for that. So if my entry is here, switch back to the 5 minute chart. The question is, where would my take profit be? The most recent bottom is here. And as you can see, the amount of loss that would happen in a loss versus the amount of gain, the probability that you would get our gain from this is to take profit one is skewed. Now it does go way, way, way further down. However, we work on the probabilities, not the possibilities, and therefore this is not a good trade. So the it comes to the demand zone. And if we shift our eyes back to the 1 minute chart, it does give a zone reversal confirmation that does not give an entry. Okay. And even if it did give an entry, let's see, I'll probably count the top of this wick right next to view up as take profit. So let's see, uh, from here to here. So it had some quality and it had distance. So if it had shown strength in the entry candle, then I would have taken it. This one didn't. This never came back to tap. It formed a new demand zone, as you can see. Never came back to tap, formed a new demand zone, and then once that demand zone was formed, it started shooting up. This did not show any kind of reversal signal at all. It just went straight through and then bounced up. I was looking for a possible move to the upside, which I would have used this as my take profit. But as you can see, it just shot back up more. It came back down, still not showing entry signals. This time, I'm going to draw this all the way over so it's easier to see. Price was simply not cooperating at these areas. But it does hit here, zone. Let's get zoomed in on this. We have zone, reversal. Actually, I take that back. It didn't hit the zone. So this candle would have been the zone candle that it never hit. So this wasn't even consideration. So we're back up to the supply zone. Well, it bounced off supply zone before. No reason why it shouldn't bounce off it again. This would have been my take profit one. This would have been my take profit two. These two agreements. So this is a sandwiched sandwich support and resistance. It's not really sandwiched, but there's areas here, this area of conflict that seem like would be a good area for take profit. So switch back to the 1 minute chart. That's right here. So it hit zone reversal, no confirmation. So therefore this is zone again, reversal, confirmation, and this did not show entry at any point. My take profit was here, but it did not show entry. So it pushed up through the zone. So this could be zone reversal confirmation entry, right? But no, you got to go to the 5 minute chart and see when it closed on the 5 minute chart above the zone. it closed here. So this would have been the first time I would have considered this as a trade. It never hit, and it never came back and bounced back up. So if it bounced back up from here, then I would have been considering and evaluating the trade. Switching back to the 5 minute chart, it does come down, but at the point in time when all this happened, I was not looking for a possible trade after it failed the first time. Although I had considered maybe something like this, but there's no there's no zone candle. I guess I could have considered this a zone candle. It's coming back. So if we're for me, if I'm considering this, I have to have it. It can't be 5, 6 candles apart. I need 4 candles. Even if one of those candles isn't the right type, I need a zone reversal and a confirmation. So if you look at this here, zone reversal confirmation, this could have been an entry. I could have considered taking this trade all the way to here. Okay, so that would have been possible. But in this case, since there's so little gain, from 16 down to 92, that means there's 24 cents, something like that? 24 cents of space. So that's about a 12-cent profit I could make if it were to go directly down. But this candle was not decisive at all. This area was not compelling. So therefore, I'm not looking at it. All right. So the next thing is, well, you gotta close above the zone. So it closed above the zone here. So maybe this was something that could have been considered before this candle closed above the zone. So that would be here, but I'm not doing that. Or should I say I didn't do that. Maybe in the future I will if I decide that's what I want to do. But I decided here. So going back to my minute chart, I wanted a I wanted a retest after this point. Now, in hindsight, I probably could have taken this zone reversal confirmation entry. Uh, this looks pretty decisive. And I guess the next question would be what would be take profit? The only way to determine take profit when we're over top of the zone is using pre-market data or prior day data. So that's pretty that's a pretty well-defined resistance area as well as here. So you got two areas that suggest that the price is not going to go further up, or at least it's going to be difficult to go further up. Now I understand that it's an uptrend, but I'm I've been trained to look at areas that the price could turn around, and considering those areas, but I'm taking the trade. So in this particular case, do you have a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio? Well, I mean, it's just 1-to-1 because entry is maximize this so it's easy to see. Entry is right here. Do you have quality? Well, this is 14 cents. That's not quality. 14 cents on the SPY means I'm gaining about 7% on 7 cents on the option. And 7 cents is enough things, so it takes 1.3 cents to make a trade in the first place. And I know good and well I would not have survived this pullback after it hit a take profit and then started pulling back 2 red candles back to my entry point. So not only did I not take that trade, I am happy I didn't take that trade. All right. Now, this is going for a while. I'm not going to continue to, I'm not going to go over every single decision I made, but I think I got to, um, I can't remember exactly at what point I got to where I decided to quit for the day, but I'm thinking it might have been right around here. So this is what the chart looks like for today. Retest off the top of major zones did not really happen. I think this, let me see where I saw another, and I saw another MK student take a trade somewhere near this area. So this is, it was here. So I saw another student take a trade off of this area here, and I'm gonna be honest. I was thinking about taking it as well. It was just past this resistance area here, and it did not form. If it had formed within 7 seconds, it had formed green within 7 seconds of the candle close. I probably would have taken it. Um, in hindsight, maybe I should have taken it. I don't know. Um, what I do notice is that there's no actual zone candle here, and so I'm going off of my rules. It's very simple. As simple as that. I'm going off of my rules, and I break those rules when the price action is compelling. And I've seen myself get in trouble with this kind of trade all the time. So for me, I'm not doing it. But I saw other people do it, and they actually got out right here. More power to them. After this point, I'm pretty sure it's meandering right here. This is where I decided I wanted to leave. Because this push down right here, after having not gotten into this possible trade and it working for me, the way it pulled back right here, it pulled back right here, I may have considered, well, I mean, it closed past support. So maybe it's going to go down to here. Maybe I can catch a little bit of profit. I have done that in the past and I've gotten in trouble with it. So when I thought about doing it, I thought about the fact that I've done it in the past, I decided to leave the chart for the day. I've had a pretty good week. I was not here for any of the rest of these trades, but you do have a zone, zone reversal confirmation entry. This does not look decisive, but if you want to take that, you could. Um, but all this stuff looks really tight. I don't see where I would have justified taking any of this as a trade. So that's my review.